Hey creators, it's me, Cynthia Gougian of Complete and Utter Mess, Inspired Mixed Media Tutorials. But today, I'm here with a free project for tinypandora.com. Let me tell you all about it. In this video, I'll show you how to create this unique toggle clasp pendant using the Tiny Pandora Beads and Blends kit. I've also created a free PDF studio guide for this project. The guide contains a complete supplies and materials list, as well as step-by-step project photos. The guide is available on www.tinypandora.com. I'm really excited to show you how to make the pendant, so let's begin. Begin by creating a veneer. For this tutorial, leftover butterfly wing cane was placed over Sculpey Primo Black that had been rolled out at a medium setting on a pasta machine. But any veneer that's about 6 inches long and 2.5 inches wide is enough to create a pendant and toggle clasp. A link to Tony Ransfeld Street's butterfly cane is available in the studio guide. If you're using cane slices, roll over them with your acrylic roller. I like to roll in all directions. After rolling, place a sheet of deli paper over the veneer and burnish with a furniture slide. Rolling and burnishing warms up the cane slices. Warm cane slices are less likely to crack when the veneer is run through the pasta machine. And note that I've left a border of base clay around the cane slices. Leaving a border gives the cane slices somewhere to go when the veneer is run through the pasta machine. Roll the veneer through your pasta machine at the medium setting, and then trim the sides and ends. Use the smallest triangle template and the long blade provided with the kit to cut triangle shapes from the veneer. A 2.5-inch veneer should produce 3 to 4 full-size triangles and 1 thinner triangle. Roll out a sheet of clay at your pasta machine's medium setting. Use a 2-inch circle cutter to mark the clay. Don't cut all the way through, it's just a guideline. Then, use a 1.5-inch cutter to create a guideline inside the 2-inch circle. You can center this circle or offset it. Carefully ease one of the full-size triangles around the 1.5-inch circle. Trim the triangle, leaving a small amount of negative space. Roll out a sheet of clay at your pasta machine's medium setting. Use a strip cutter or your clay blade to cut thin strips. Use a strip to fill in the negative space. Then ease a strip around the curved triangle shape. Continue alternating triangles and strips until the entire 2-inch circle is filled. In this example, the entire 2-inch circle has been filled with strips and triangles. Notice how the black strips provide some contrast and emphasize the swirl design. The black strips also break up the busy pattern of the butterfly wings. They give the eye a path to follow. Try to imagine what this design would look like if I had used silver clay or gold or even white. When the entire 2-inch circle is filled, cover the design with a piece of deli paper and burnish with the furniture slider. Burnish the design until it feels smooth and there are no seams. Place the design on a bath bomb mold and gently smooth down the edges. Use the 2-inch circle cutter to trim the design into a round pendant shape. Use the 1 or 1.5 inch cutter to cut out the center of the pendant. Then, cure the pendant at the manufacturer's recommended temperature, tented, for 1 hour. Roll out some clay at your pasta machine's medium setting. Then use the 1.5-inch square cutter to cut a square from the clay. Roll the square around one of the metal tubes provided with the kit. Trim it if necessary, and then smooth the seam. Use a texture sheet or even a piece of coarse sandpaper to texture the tube. Place the wide end of the thin triangle in the center of the tube. Roll the triangle around the tube, being careful to keep the triangle centered. Rolling slowly without pressing down is the easiest way to keep the triangle centered. Center a hot fix ceramic crystal over the point of the triangle and press down gently to adhere it. Insert an eye pin opposite the ceramic crystal. Once the eye hook is inserted, cure the toggle at the manufacturer's recommended temperature, tented, for 1 hour. Once the pendant is cured and cooled, apply bacon bond to the back and the sides. Roll out a sheet of backing clay at your pasta machine's medium setting. Then cut a 2.5-inch circle from the clay. Place the circle on the back of the pendant and press to adhere. Then set it aside for 5 to 10 minutes. Setting the pendant aside will allow the bacon bond to set up, making it less likely that the clay will slip when trimming away the excess clay. Texture the clay with the texture sheet. Begin in the center back of the pendant and work your way out toward the edges. This ensures the backing adheres and presses out any air bubbles. Use the texture sheet to push the clay over the edge of the pendant. Use the clay blade to trim away any excess clay from the front of the pendant. Place the pendant face down on your work surface and use the 1-inch circle cutter to cut out the center of the pendant. Use the texture sheet to push any excess clay through to the front of the pendant. Then use a clay blade to trim any excess clay from the front center of the pendant. Dip a jump ring into bacon bond. Then press it into the back of the pendant. In a later step, the jump ring will be used to attach the pendant to cord, so about half of the jump ring should extend beyond the edge of the pendant. Place a small piece of clay over the jump ring. Then use a texture sheet to blend it into the back. Once the piece of clay is all blended, drape a sheet of deli paper over the bath bomb mold. Then place the pendant over it. Then cure the pendant at the manufacturer's recommended temperature, tented, for 45 minutes. When the toggle clasp is cured and cooled, use pliers to remove the eye hook. Then apply some CA gel glue to the eye hook. Then reinsert the eye hook into the toggle clasp. Use scissors to trim all 4 ends of the necklace cords into a narrow, pointed shape. Use a toothpick to place CA gel glue into the end caps. Place some of the CA glue on the cord ends. Insert the cord ends into the end caps and let them cure. Use 2 jump rings to attach the toggle to one of the end caps. I often see split rings recommended to attach findings securely, but necklaces should have breaking points for safety. Using 2 jump rings provides a secure attachment without compromising safety. Place the shepherd's hook through the other end cap. Then use your pliers to close it. Place 2 jump rings through the ring that was embedded on the back of the pendant. Then use your pliers to close them. Slip 2 more rings through the 2 rings you just placed, and again close them with your pliers. Place the shepherd's hook through the last 2 jump rings and use your pliers to close the hook. Place the toggle through the pendant opening and you're done. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. And please share photos of your pendants on the Hooked on Polymer Facebook page. We'd love to see what you've been creating.